Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for Channel Disturbance. This is an SU-14-2. It's the Tier 8 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn, or northwest spawn, of Sand River, under the command of UKSkaface. Well, he's using the B4 howitzer. That's the 203mm one, which is the same as, I believe, the 8-inch on other Artys. He's capable of doing 1050 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armour, and he's got a burst radius of 10.9 meters, so big splash. Okay, his reload time 37.13 seconds. He's not using premium consumables, and that would probably drop that by a good few seconds. Okay, a couple of targets in view. It's the Mario Karts are out for their daily clown car assembly. Yes, these things have really got to get kicked out of the game. They are just completely ruining the game. He's dialing in on a whole bunch of enemy tanks, and this is the point I normally load the premium ammo, because one shot into the centre of that lot and you're going to hit all of them. He's actually dialing in on the Lorraine 40-ton, gets a direct hit for 505 and 109 hit points off the Chrysler Grand Final with stun assist. With splash actually as well. They're all stunned. So, oh, now he's just got hit by a clown car who flies over the edge there, and this is ridiculous, who finally gets nailed by one of our own Mario Karts. But unfortunately he's going to have to move now, because the enemy Arty knows where he is, and they will be dialing in on this spot as quickly as they possibly can to try and get a shot at him. Well, he's going back to the heavy tanks in the valley, and we can see that one of the enemy tanks, the Lorraine 40-ton, has been taken out. Rounds out the Chrysler, gets a direct hit for 288. It looks like he was the only one stunned, but there might be one behind him that we can't see who was also stunned at the same moment. Okay, up in the northwest corner, the northeast corner of the map, he was having a quick look to see what's going on up there, and there's a whole bunch of clown cars, so he's ignoring that for the moment. The Samur, in the meanwhile, is, well, he looks like a one-shot. Might be able to get a splash kill off him. He's lining the shell up on the IS-3, gets a direct hit for 354. The Samur goes down, he's out the game, and now it's just the Lerva and the IS-3. Mr. Lerva. They call him Mr. Bombastic. Slightly fantastic. Yes, I know. Okay, I won't do that again. Quoting song lyrics during a video is probably not on. Okay, he's almost loaded. Such a long reload without premium consumables. And he switched target to go for the IS-3, but they're in the cover of that hill and he can't really get a shot on either of them. So instead, what he's actually doing is switching to a Scorpion G and an IS-2 152, and he actually splashes the ISU 152, doesn't get the Scorpion though. Okay, he's changing position. Whilst he reloads, he might as well do that. Okay, now he's got a better position to fire at the IS-3. Scorpion G, rounds out. Quick shots, long flight time for the shell. 2.6 seconds delay, but he did manage to get some damage off him. 368 hit points. Now it looks like the south end of this map is fairly much in his team's hands, so he's just moving to a position so he can feel comfortable because that Lynx 6x6 is just north of the riverbank. He's now having a look at him as a potential target. He's low on hit points. If he can get a shot near him, he might be able to stun him. Yep, he did stun him. And he gets killed, so he picks up the stun assist. So that one was worthwhile. Normally it's very difficult to hit those things, and there is still an EBR-75 FL-10 on the enemy team somewhere out there to the north. Okay, he's got a better angle now on the lurver. He seems to be welded to that corner. I don't think he wants to move away from there because it's protecting him from fire. And he's quite right about that as well. The IS-3 behind him, though, has actually gone up onto that little rise, a little lip of the riverbank to the north, where you can pop up, take shots to the north, and pop back down again. And he's just spotted that. Unfortunately, there's nobody up there to spot, unless that Lynx moves slightly further south, and he's doing it right now. Okay, he's marked the spot to tell the Lynx that's what I'm looking at. And in the meantime, the projector comes into view. He lines up around, fires it in. And that was a good one, actually. 213 rather. It actually went long, but it was a very good snapshot because the guy was moving. If he fired at the original position, he probably would have ended up with nothing. It's very difficult when you can't see any of the enemy to shoot at. The other problem is, of course, you don't know where the enemy are, and it is a big concern that EBR could be anywhere, and if he pops up near our cap, then we are going to have major problems, because the SU-14-2, which is the special purpose heavy duplex, it was basically made from the T-35 heavy tank, and it's very, very slow. Incredibly slow, so he probably wouldn't be able to get away in time. In fact, I've actually started trying to use this Arty with the Lend-Lease oil to try and speed it up a bit more, and I did notice a definite improvement in the speed of the SU-14-1, which is basically the same vehicle but without the shield around the gun, and it did go faster. Definitely went faster, so that's something to note. If you want a faster Arty, use the Lend-Lease oil and it might work. Of course, if it's a German Arty, you have to use the higher octane fuel to make it go faster. He's now looking to the south where the ISU was last seen. Nobody in sight. Oh, there's the EBR, and he's actually in the south. Okay, right, well that tells us where he is. He's not near our cap, at least. He's trying to spot near his own base. Rounds out. Long flight time for the shell. Unfortunately, no, nowhere near him. And we just lost our charioteer. Their RT managed to get him. There's their SU-130 PM. Okay, got a bit of a reticule bloom there. It's a very narrow arc of fire on the Soviet Artys, and that has a lot to do, I believe, with the gun mount, that they didn't actually put any traverse in it at all. Going for the IS-3, rounds out, could be a hit, it is! And he got a kill, and that's his first kill of the game. But he's now got 2.3k of damage. Still having trouble trying to get that lurver. Oh, the lurver just got wiped out by the Lynx, would you believe it? Of all things. The Lynx got him, and it looks like the Lynx got wiped out as well. Or was he wiped out? No, he's still in the game. So he actually did it from the very bottom edge of the map, firing down into the riverbed. He took out the lurver. ISU-152 has been spotted again. He's moved some distance from his previous position. He's down in the riverbed. In fact, he's in a very difficult position to shoot from because it's sort of like in a dip there where it goes down to the riverbed. But he's hiding from a Noobs 14. And oh, you saw a tree go down there. He's actually coming in for the riverbed proper, going after the Udes. Line up a shot. Dialing in and rounds out. Unfortunately, the Udes took the hit, but we tracked him and he went down immediately afterwards to the Lynx 6x6. So that Lynx has now got 4 kills. Unfortunately, the Udes did get killed by the enemy Progetto. And he's now in sight in the riverbed as well. And he's also low on hit points. He's a splash kill. So we're just lining up a shot on him. Hopefully if we can land something near him, he might be tracked long enough for the Lynx to get him. No, the Lynx got him regardless. Which means now it's 3 versus 3. Our team's got an Emil, whereas the enemy team has got a Schwarzpanzer 58. We've got the Lynx, they've got an SU-14-2, and Arty-wise, well, they've got the M43, and we've got the school bus. UKSkaface is a pretty... well, he's got every Arty in the book at the moment, so he knows how to play Arty. And he just splashed that Schwarzpanzer enough that he get taken out of the game. He's now going for the SU-14-2. So we've got a distinct advantage now because that is the last mobile version or mobile vehicle on the enemy team. Unless, of course, the M43 driver is a Arty Noobs member. In which case he's probably mobile already and relocating to a position where he can't be found. The clock's ticking down, but we are fairly close to the enemy cap. Lined up, rounds out. And it's a splash kill! Splash kill to UKSkaface, which means he's got 2 kills now. And there's only one opponent left, the M43. And if he's got any smarts, he'll be well away from the cap area by now. But I suspect that he's probably still there. The Lynx is going in to have a look, and he's found him! Okay, now UKSkaface is dialing in, but he probably won't get the chance to kill this guy because it looks like the Lynx is going to claim his top gun. We're dialing in, almost ready to shoot. Rounds out. Will the Lynx get there before we do? No. We denied the Lynx the top gun, but we did get 3 kills. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for UKSkaface in the SU-14-2, and it's a special one because it's his first ace tanker in the school bus. Yes, he hasn't had an ace in this vehicle before. When you get the scrolls underneath, that's the first time you've done it. And he also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17, a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle, and a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate from the battle was 5,223. Now, excuse me, got the burps there. His team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, unfortunately, the UKSkaface managed to get 4,424 hit points of damage. Didn't pick up the high caliber. And the next high scorer was the SU-14-2 on the enemy team. He managed to get 3,556 hit points of damage. And he picked up the high caliber instead. So there must be a reason why the UKSkaface didn't pick up the high caliber. Possibly that he actually shot one of his own teammates by accident or on purpose, and that's why he was denied it, because that guy's got less hit points, but he picked up the high caliber mark. The next high score on damage was UKSkaface with 3,306 hit points, which is a pretty high score. When it came to kills, it was the Lynx 6x6 who got 5 kills, the SU-14-2 got 4, and then we've got UKSkaface with 3. And when it came to base XP, he's top with 1,351, 1,208 to the Lynx, 1,135 to the UKS14-15. Those are the only 3 players to get over 1,000 base XP. He fired 14 rounds, got 5 direct hits and 1 penetration, 15 splash, damage of 3,306 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit, it was a penetration, that was from the enemy clown car, the Lynx 6x6 who found him, and then probably got killed after penetrating him. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, that's why he got the Confederate, and 3,197 hit points of stun assist of 13 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 68,331 credits, and after personal reserve, he managed to get 34,166 and 50,000 credits from completing the mission and event. So his total was 152,497 credits from that game. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away a profit of 122,103 credits. And that's a very good score for any Arty in a tier 8 game. In fact, that's a very good score indeed. He got 6 bonds from the game and 2,026 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 2,026 from personal reserves, took away 6,079 experience points altogether. And the reason why this battle was so special was this is the last Arty that he needed to get aced. He's aced every other Arty. All of the Artys he's got are now aced. So he's a master of all Artys. So well done there to UKSkaface. Nice little battle. Denied the wheelie his pleasure of getting a top gun, which is quite funny actually towards the end. I don't like wheeled vehicles, but I thought it was quite funny that he didn't leave the Arty for the enemy for the Lynx to take the kill, because then he would have actually picked up a top gun. But I suppose he wanted the Gore's medal, and why not deny them after all? Those vehicles really shouldn't be in the game at all. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.